we exchange business, exchange ideas. And he was telling me about a client that in mid to late, like about a week and a half ago, had an in-person event scheduled. And because of the timing of their event, they had the opportunity of maybe having it because they weren't 100% sure where people were at, especially at the beginning of March. And they opted to not cancel the event, but schedule it as a virtual event. And so they were forced into it because of the circumstances. They didn't lose money on the venue, and they went ahead with it. And it definitely was influenced because of the coronavirus pandemic and everything that implied. But it gave them a chance to really see, would people attend the way they would have expected. Now, they expected an in-person 60-person event. They actually ended up having a 100-plus person event, which they couldn't have fit into the venue that they had. And what they found out is that in the in-person event, people usually walk away with about 40% buying just the basic offering, and then maybe 20% buying more of a VIP or an advanced offering because they were selling from the event. Ended up that about 60% bought, and a much bigger percentage of people bought the more enhanced solution. So they were forced into it. It wasn't a test case they would have ever tried, but because of the pandemic, they discovered that there was a better way to run their events, and it really was so much simpler, honestly. Now, would people have attended if there hadn't been the pandemic? There's some variables in place, but they ended up getting better results and a really good turnout because people were locked in their homes. And they didn't have the option of traveling anyway, and there were other things that they weren't doing as a result of it. So I think that's a lesson for a lot of us to consider what it is that we do in person, especially in the way of events, and how can we substitute them with some sort of online or virtual equivalent of them. So just throwing that out there, it's an idea, and these are facts. For one group, it worked out really well.